clean up on aisle 5. It sounds like my life right now. Just one big mess.
What's going on?
It's my property taxes.
What?
I am behind, and I am so worried that I'm going to lose my house. I can pay some of it, but I can't pay it all at once.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm Eric Sabri, the Wayne County Treasurer. The last thing I want is for anyone to lose their property to tax foreclosure. We have assistance programs to help. Visit us at treasurer.waynecounty.com, and we'll help you keep your home. We're here to help.
What up, Vibe Nation? What is going on? Hello. What is going on, Vibe Nation? How y'all doing? How is everybody doing on this Sunday fun day? And hopefully you all are enjoying your Sunday and everything. It is Sunday Night Vibes on Courageous Detroit Radio Network, and I'll be your host, Robert Flood, in the building, and I'm just glad to be here as always with you all, and it's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good show as always. So hopefully you all are enjoying enjoying yourself today. And I know football is back on. I know football is back, so hopefully you're watching me instead of the game. Hopefully you're watching me instead of the game and stuff, but no, I'm just messing with you. But it is Sunday. It is Sunday Night Vibes here on Courageous Joy. Can you believe we are in the month of September? I mean, oh my God, we are in the month of September. This is crazy. This is so crazy. Time is going by fast. Time is going by so fast, and we go be in January in a minute. We go be in January in a minute. But nevertheless, it is September, and happy September, by the way. Happy September and everything. And I cannot believe we're in the month of September. This is crazy, man. This year is flying by. This year is so much flying by, and this is crazy. But we are here in the new month of September, and definitely the thing. So it is fall. The beginning fall. And let me also say this before I forget. Labor Day was last weekend. Hopefully you all enjoy your Labor Day last weekend and stuff, your holiday weekend last week, and everything. And I hope you all enjoyed it. And it was a lot going on. It was a lot going on. You had the Arts Beats and Eats. You had a couple events. You had the Arts Beats and Eats. You had the State Fair, and you had the Jazz Festival. And it was just amazing. I feel like Labor Day in Detroit is just the end of the thing. I call it pick and choose. I call it pick and choose, because you have to choose wherever you want to go, because you got the State Fair, you got the State Fair, you got the Jazz Festival, and you got Arts Beats and Eats. So that right there is a combination, because you have to pick and choose whether you want to go to the Arts Beats and Eats, whether you want to go to the State Fair, whether you want to go to the Jazz Festival. But every year around Labor Day in Detroit, it's just, amazing and stuff, because you have to pick and choose. So that's why I call it pick and choose, because you got to pick and choose. There's so much activity going on, and it's so much activity going on here year round, but I feel like Labor Day is the official day, because it's the end of summer. It is officially the end of summer, so you got the choose what you want to do and stuff like that. But it has been an amazing summer for me. Let me tell y'all about my summer, okay? Because I had the most incredible incredible, amazing summer. I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere. We've been traveling, and y'all know I love to travel. You know, I love to travel and stuff, and I love to explore the things and stuff. So I've been pretty much everywhere this summer. I've been to, let's see, I've been to Myrtle Beach. You know, if anybody ever been to Myrtle Beach, if y'all have not been to Myrtle Beach, let me tell y'all something. You need to go to Myrtle Beach, because Myrtle Beach is definitely the summer hotspot. You know, definitely the summer hotspot. And we've been to Myrtle Beach a couple of times, but Myrtle Beach to me is like the summer hotspot and stuff. And it's so much, because it's just so much stuff to do. It's so much stuff to do out in Myrtle Beach. You will not get bored. You will not get bored. I believe they got like a whole bunch of beaches out there, and I think they got even the carnival out there as well. And yeah, so it was me, of course, my family and stuff, and everything. And I want to shout out my family. Because they are definitely, you know, they are definitely, you know, the supporters and everything, and the things. So I want to shout out my grandma, my aunt, my uncle, everybody, man. And I don't get a chance to shout out my grandma a lot, but I just want to shout out my grandma. You know, let me tell y'all something. My grandma has been taking care of me since I was a kid. Literally since I was a kid. And I mean, she is just, you know, been taking care of me all these years and stuff like that. So I feel like I need to give her a shout out, because definitely, the thing, and she still look good for her age. Okay. She still look good for her age. She's 80 something years old, and she looks good for her age. She definitely, 86. That is, wow. 86, man. She still is looking good for her age, man. So I feel like we need to shout. I need to shout her out, because it's not often that I get to do that. So 86 and still look good. Okay. 86 and still look good, man. So shout out to my granny. You know, shout out to my granny and stuff. And you know, just shout out to the whole family. And like I said, we had a good time in Myrtle Beach, and I'm hoping we can go. We are going again. Okay, we are going to Myrtle Beach again. So definitely, it is going to be the thing. So and if you haven't been to Myrtle Beach, like I said, please go. You are going to enjoy yourself and everything, and this stuff. But they got everything out there, so definitely do that. So that was that. That was Myrtle Beach, and then Alabama. We went to Alabama. I told y'all we went to Alabama and stuff, and I feel like Alabama is like not one of my all-time favorite places, but it's well, I guess it is. I guess it is, you know, one of my favorite places and stuff. Mainly because I got family out there, you know, and it is, you know, to me, the thing. But we be going to Alabama like almost every year and stuff, you know, just to check up on people, just to see how everybody's doing, because you know, they getting older, and I feel like you need to check on your family to see if they're doing okay, because you just never know. You just never know. But anyway, so yeah, Alabama, obviously, again, it's one of my favorite places and stuff. Oh, yes. Shout out to the family in Alabama. Can we give a round of applause to the family in Alabama? Birmingham, Alabama. Okay, that's where they from. Birmingham, Alabama. Okay, and I don't know if they're watching or not, but what's up to the people in Birmingham, Alabama? Roll Tide! Cause that's how they be saying in Alabama. I just found that out. They be like roll tide in Alabama. So what is up in Birmingham, Alabama? That is like literally one of my favorite places in Alabama, man. So I got cousins out there and everything, man. So shout out to Birmingham, Alabama, man. Yeah. Birmingham, Alabama. And like I said, we be going like almost every year we be going in there and stuff like that, and we went there. So anyway, let me tell you real quick, we went there for the 4th of July, and we just had a good time and everything, and yeah, we just had a good time. It was hot. Now it was hot. Me, okay? Y'all, it's just too hot for me, okay? I love Alabama. Trust me, I love Alabama. That's one of my favorite places to go, but I would go there for a visit, but to live there, I'm good, okay? So I am good on that. But yeah, Alabama was so much fun. You know, I enjoyed it so much. Like I said, I got relatives out there and everything, and yeah, it was just fun. I was a little sad, that we had to leave, unfortunately, because we only stayed there for a couple of days, maybe 4 or 5 days or whatever. But I was a little sad that we didn't get to stay longer. I wish we could have stayed longer so that way I can, interact with my cousins and everything, because it's not often that we get to see them. Because yeah man, so I was a little bummed out about that, and I was a little bummed out about Myrtle Beach as well, because we had to see like I said, my family out there as well, and it is so sad when people were hugging and I saw my family hugging and stuff like that. It just brings a tear to my eyes. So anyway to say about that. But yeah, shout out to everybody, Birmingham, Alabama, and yeah, just shout out to the family, okay? Shout out to the family and stuff. Alright, so that was that. And then we went to the state fair. Okay, now let me tell you all real quick about the state fair. So the state fair, first of all, if you from Detroit, okay, you are familiar with the state fair. Okay, if you are from Detroit, you are familiar with the state fair. I believe, because it was on 8 Mile in Woodward, and like we would go there. Let me tell y'all something. We would literally go there like every year. Okay, every year when it was on 8 Mile in Woodward, we would go there every year. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed like the rides and stuff, and I'm gonna get to the rides in a minute. But the state fair, I feel like the state fair is not the same. Since it moved out to Novi, because the fair moved out to Novi, and I don't know how many years it's been out there now, but it's out in Novi, and it's not the same. I'll just put it like that. It is not the same at all. And they got, you have your rides, and stuff, but not all of the rides, and stuff, but it was just a little small, though. It was just a little small, not big enough and stuff. But the rides was good and stuff. But I like the rides, though. The rides is cool at the fair and stuff. So you had like every I'm trying to just a thing. You had like every ride at the fair and stuff. When it was on 8 Mile, it was on 8 Mile and Woodward. But yeah, it was good. You had rides, you had games, you had food, you had all the activities and stuff. But since it moved to Novi, it was a different story. Since it moved to Novi, and people, I'm sure people did not like that at all because they had to drive all the way out to Novi just to go to the fair. You know, that is crazy. That is so crazy. I know people like I'm not about to burn my gas going all the way out to Novi trying to burn my gas in the car. So yeah. So but the fair was pretty good. I say all that to say they should have just left it. My opinion, they should have left it at 8 Mile. Okay, they should have left it there at 8 Mile and stuff because it didn't make no sense to drive all the way out to Novi just doing the thing. But that's my opinion. But so let me tell you about the Rise though. The Rise is incredible, and the Rise is just amazing stuff. And I don't know if you all are familiar with the Rise, but they got like all sorts of rides from the merry-go-round. You got the merry-go-round. You got the Ferris wheel and all that good stuff. I didn't go in any of those. I did not go in any of those. I like this. Now, this may be hard for y'all to believe, but I like those fast rides. Okay, I not like those fast rides, the kind of rides that go real fast and stuff. The kind of rides that go oh my god, my stomach hurts and everything. Those are the kind of rides that I like though. But one of my favorite, I got a couple of them actually. One of my all-time favorite rides is the Pirate. Okay, I don't know if y'all familiar with the Pirate. The Pirate. I like that ride where it goes up and down. It's like a swing and it goes all the way up and then all the way back down and then like that. And then, yeah, that's one of my favorites. That's one of my favorites. And then another ride that I like is the Himalayas. That is another one. Now this ride goes around and round and round and round real fast, and well, not real fast, but it goes around and round and round and stuff. And that is like one of my all-time favorite rides. I got on that ride like 2 times. Because that is like the fastest ride. I feel like that is one of the fastest rides at the fair. Is the Himalayas. So I got on that bad boy 2 times. Y'all couldn't tell me nothing. Y'all could not tell me nothing. I got on that thing 2 times, and yeah, that was fun. So that was that, and then it's another ride. It's kind of like the Himalayas, but this ride goes forwards and backwards. It goes forwards and backwards, and then they play music and everything, which is another one I like too. It's a music, and they didn't have enough music. Now back in the day when the fair was. Now, back in the day at the fair, they had a lot of music. I mean, they be cranking up the music and everything, all these rides and stuff. It's like you could ride the ride and enjoy the music at the same time. They don't have that no more. And I'm mad. I am mad. But no, the ride goes forwards and backwards. So that's another one of my favorites. And then there was one more. There was one more ride that I enjoy going on. Oh, it's this ride called the Hurricane. It's this ride called the Hurricane, and it goes around and round and stuff. That is also one of my favorites. But yeah, it be going around and around in the air and stuff, and then it be a lot of fun, y'all. It be a lot of fun. I'm trying to explain it, but I I quite don't know how to explain it, but just know it goes around and round and stuff. That ride, I feel like that's a longer ride because the hurricanes just go around and round and stuff, and then it be blast. It be fun. It be so much fun. So yeah, that to me was a lot of fun at the fair and stuff, and those are some of my favorite rides. Okay, those are some of my favorite rides at the fair. So just know next year when y'all see me at the fair and y'all try and y'all see me at one of the rides, just know that I'll be on those fast rides and stuff. And yeah, that is definitely you know, that's my hangout. That is my hangout and stuff, and the thing, and Art Speaks and East is another one. Now we didn't get to go this year, but next year we go try to go next year to Art Speaks and East, because Art Speaks and East is another hangout that we go try to go next year is what I'm trying to say. We go try to go next year. We didn't get a chance to do it this year, but next year for sure we're going to Art Speaks and East, because I feel like that is another great and stuff. So yeah, y'all, I had an amazing summer. The summer of 2025 has been good for your boy, okay? It has been so much fun for your boy and stuff. So, yeah, I just had to tell y'all about my summer because y'all, we do not hold no secrets here on the show. Vibe Nation, I feel like y'all need to know these things and stuff about me and everything. So I just feel like it's just you and me, since we don't have nobody, no guests and stuff. It's just you and me talking and stuff. And I am just glad. I'm just so glad, this summer is a thing. I'm disappointed that the summer is over, but this has been a good summer. This has been a really good summer, and like I said, fall is here. The kids is back in school, and Football is back on TV. The kids is back in school, and one of my favorites is, the fall, all the shows is coming back for the fall. So that's what I'm really looking forward to. That's definitely what I'm looking forward to and stuff. But look, I just, had to tell y'all about the summer and stuff. So, like I said, hopefully you all had a good summer. I certainly had a wonderful summer. And, like I said, it is September. It is the fall, so we about to do the doggone thing in the fall. All right, so that that was the summer that I had to tell you all about and everything. So, okay, so now, like I said, we have a really good show for you all today, because when we come back, we go take a quick commercial. But when we come back, I believe Miss Wendy, the producer, is going to come, and I think it's going to be interesting. She is going to interview me. Okay, she is going to interview me, so we go see how this goes. But I think it's going to go smoothly. All right, so y'all stick around. Sunday Night Vibes on Courageous Detroit Radio Network with your boy Robert Flood in the building on the Sunday Fun Day, y'all. We'll be back.
I'm Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri. For more information on how to pay delinquent property taxes, visit our website, treasurer.waynecounty.com, or call us at 313-224-5990. We're here to help.
This vacation offer is so good, I'm going to repeat it. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, even up to the 80s, come to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for 6 days. All meals included for only $2.99. Again, come to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. All meals, all drinks, $2.99. We'll even give you a free cruise or land package if you're one of the first 50 people to call right now. Again, come to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for only $2.99. Be one of the first 50 people to book right now in our luxurious, all-inclusive resort. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, even up to the 80s, you deserve a great vacation. So take it right now. Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Call now and get a free cruise or land package on top of your trip.
Call 877-543-3960. That's 877-543-3960. Again, 877-543-3960.
All right, everybody, and we are back. It is Sunday Night Vibes on Courageous Detroit Radio Network with your boy Robert Flood and don't y'all? No. she like being all my. Of course, she is on Courageous Detroit Radio Network and stuff. She is like the producer and everything, and we just love her so much. And I gotta tell you something. If it wasn't for her, I mean, I would not be sitting right here. Okay, I would not be sitting right here if it wasn't for her. She gave me all the. She gave me all the directions and guidance and all that stuff. And if it wasn't for her, then like I said, I would be still at home. Okay, I would definitely still be the thing. But I'm just so honored to have this lady. The thing, y'all give it up for Miss Wendy D. Miss Wendy in the building.
Hey, y'all. Okay, so tonight we're gonna switch roles a little bit. Usually Robert, this is his show, Sunday Night Vibes, and so tonight we're gonna do something a little bit different for the next few minutes, and it's probably something new for him to be interviewed because he's always interviewing other people. So I remember I vaguely remember when I first met Robert. We were out at I forget where we were probably at Northwestern High School or somewhere else. I'm not sure where you were when we made the announcement that if you were interested in having your own show or being on the radio, that we had spaces available.
Yeah, spaces. Yeah.
And so it was a few days later, I think, and I got a phone call from there was a couple. You left a message, and I called back and I said, "Who is this?" Okay, so I called back, and first thing he says, "I'm young, and I want to." I was like, "Okay." That's what he said. He said, "I'm young, and I want to get into radio." And I'm like, "Okay, have you ever done it?" He had never done it before, and it was something that I have always wanted to do, even from when I was in California in radio, as I wanted to be able to. Bring a young person on and teach them the industry that I've learned and a lot. And I have never gone to any formal school, any training. It's just a natural gift, I guess, that I have for technology. I'm really a techie geek in disguise. People don't know. I got a whole bunch of little
oh wow, okay.
gadgets. Like I carry this backpack, right? And I really was carrying the backpack so I can keep my tablet, my iPad in it. And But I ended up carrying a bunch of other stuff. Like yesterday, I went over to. I have a townhouse in Ohio, and my daughter and her husband and the two kids. We rode up to Ohio because I'm selling the house, so we went up there to do some things and meet some people. And they drove us over there, right? So they got a 2026 Ram truck. And they have a 4-year-old. Wow. They got a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. And the 4-year-old, she's very much into the tablets and things and video. So they were in the truck. There's a big screen in the middle, and then on the passenger side, it's a small screen so that the passenger can watch videos, but the driver can't see them, right? So they were trying to get that connected, and I thought they just needed a USB cord, which I'm pulling out cords. I said, yeah, I got a C charge. I got what else? And they said, no, I think we need HDMI. I said, wait, let me see. Like, this is ridiculous. I said, I got an extension cord in here. So I'm like, and my daughter said, Mom, you got all this stuff? I was like, yeah, I got pretty much some of everything, just in case. But Robert asked me for a phone cord one time, and I was like, yeah, I got one. I bought it in for him. So yeah, some people don't really know that much about me, but yeah, I'm a little bit of a techie. A
techie geek person?
Yeah, I'm yeah, in a sense. I understand how all this stuff actually works, which is odd. But I don't play any instruments anymore. I used to play clarinet. But while we're here, because I definitely want you all to actually get to meet Robert. You all have seen him and heard him talk to other people and ask questions of other folks, but I wanted you all to kind of get to know him a little bit and understand his thinking. I really, and his mother didn't know either, just how goofy he is.
She had no idea. And, she had no idea. She had no idea.
And just how witty he is, and he's pretty quick too when he comes back on different stuff, And but I've always been impressed with the caliber of guests that you have brought in. And the see that a lot of them look like me that have come through, and their talents and entrepreneurship is just awesome, and to see that they have family support, which is great. Their kids, their husbands, or wives. Well, mostly you've had a lot of females come through, and then mostly their kids and their husbands have been very supportive of what they do, and a couple of them have I've become clients, become a client for them, which is great, Yeah. And so hopefully their business has grown some since they've been here on your show. But Robert, first, tell us who you are, your name. What she said you were young. It might be an opportunity, young ladies, to I believe he is single. That means he's on the eligible bachelor list. So,
oh my God!
Go ahead, Rob.
I am. Wendy's.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I got him blushing. Look at that.
No, I'm good though. I'm good.
You're good. Okay. Sure.
Yeah. But I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But okay. Okay, I'm trying to think of the questions that I want to ask and stuff. Okay, so you how many years you been actually here on Courageous?
On Courageous, I've been here for it was 2 years last month.
Oh, well, okay, 2 years last month. Okay, that is amazing. And do you like it? How do you like working here?
The radio stuff, I
or the radio stuff.
Well, the radio industry, entertainment industry, has always been a big passion of mine since the 80s. When I first started managing, I managed a top 40 group back in the 80s, and in Philadelphia, and it was a band, and they played live instrumentation at different clubs around the Philadelphia area, Philadelphia, New Jersey area, and they were pretty popular. They were very popular. We played the casinos in Atlantic City. We switched a lot of members out of the group, but the group was pretty hot. They were called Bits and Pieces back then, and it was pretty much bits and pieces. Of people. They would come and go, but we would always pack the house whenever they performed at different clubs. Mostly people come and dance, That's when they had live bands and clubs.
Live bands and stuff. That's amazing. That is so amazing. So 2 years, and I did not know that. 2 years and stuff. Okay.
2 years this past August. And I was brought up, asked to come over and meet Mr. Williams. A mutual friend asked me to come over, and I got introduced to Mr. Williams. And I came in, and actually there was just a radio going at that time, a radio station. And I went over and got onto the computer. Looked at the program. I wasn't familiar with that particular program, but I was familiar how it actually operated. And it was, I don't know what it was playing, but I just got on and just started loading in music. And Mr. Williams said, "You know how to use this thing?" I said, "Yeah, I got an idea." And he didn't know anything about the program whatsoever. So I got on it and just started adding music and messing with it. And then he says, "When can you come back?" I said, "I can come back tomorrow." And I came back. He was here. And I came back. He came back the next day, gave me a key.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just been growing, just building ever since.
Building the station.
Yeah, building the station.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of people may not be, familiar with the station and stuff, but they are now pretty much and everything. So that is amazing. So you two came together and decided to work together to put the station together, pretty much.
Pretty much. Mr. Williams already had it. He had a sports. He actually owns 4 buildings. The 4 buildings here, he owns them. He owns them outright. There is no bills other than utility bills for these property, and taxes. But he owns 4 buildings. The one next door, this one, the one in the back, and the one next door. He owns all 4. The one next door behind us, that used to be a sports complex. It has he had enough space in there to put a batting cage in there. Okay. And so that didn't really wasn't very prosperous for him. So he ended up shutting it down, and someone told him about getting into radio. And he did this. He bought all this stuff and did not know how to operate any of it. And then he was introduced to, somebody told him about Juan Johnson, who is our engineer. And Juan came over and started hooking things up for him and got everything all set up. So the station started going. I guess Juan connected it with iTunes, and it just started pulling music. Now the one thing with iTunes is if it starts playing hip hop, if it plays hip hop once or twice, it's going to continue to play hip hop music. It's like a memory. It'll just start pulling whatever you had in there last time, and that's what it'll do. So apparently that's what it was doing. It wasn't really just hip hop. It was, I don't know what it was playing, but it was playing something. And so when I came in and just started programming, adding the music that he said he wanted to have in there, and I kind of got rid of a lot of the hip hop stuff that was in there. There's nothing wrong with hip hop music, just some of it is suspect. I'll put it like that.
Some of them is suspect.
You got to be real cautious. So I just kind of went through and just started, pushing a lot of that to the side and bringing on more
some
stuff.
of them got cursing in it too.
That's what I'm saying. Suspect.
Yeah.
So we, I did that, and then I started calling up friends that I knew that were in radio or had been in radio and that had done radio with me, because I own my own station as well. That I had for a lot of years, from 2009 when I was in DC. And just called people that was doing stuff with me, and they were more than happy to bring some music over, bring some shows over, and that's where we at now. Now we have Carla Fox, who does smooth jazz, and she started with WJZZ way back in the day. You know, when it was a jazz station, a real jazz station.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
she started on that station. So she got years of music, and so that really helped bump us off. And then Juan does a morning show called Coffee Morning Show.
Okay.
And so he plays. He does a live one on Friday. October through December is going to be live every day. But
so starting next month.
Next month, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So, he does a live show on Friday, but then we do reruns throughout the week.
Awesome. Awesome. So y'all keeping the station together and stuff. I love that. I love that. And hopefully too, you'll get some more DJs or hosts. More hosts to have their own shows as well.
Well, right now we get Sundays. I started on Sunday and filling up Sunday.
Oh, Sundays. Okay.
Carla's on Monday through Friday, but she comes on in the afternoon.
Oh, I should have just asked you throughout the week, like Monday through Fridays, because I know people have to work and all that. But yeah, so what about
that's a good time
the
to listen while you at work or in your car.
Yeah.
Yep. But Carla's on Monday through Thursday from 1 to 6, and then she comes on Fridays from 6 to 9. On Wednesdays, and usually every day we do a rerun, but on Wednesdays at 11 o'clock, we got Miss Johnny Walker with Women Who Jam.
Oh,
and
okay.
Johnny's show comes out of Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
She highlights women that are songwriters and musicians, singers on her show, Women Who Jam. And there's some hot stuff that she has on her show. She used to be with Def Jam Records.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
So she's got a big following with her show. So she was one of the people I called up and got a show.
And it's called Women Who Jam.
Women Who Jam.
I love the title.
Wednesday
I love that title.
11 o'clock. Yeah.
I love that title.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
11 o'clock. And then I got an email from a gentleman out of Orlando, Florida, Dimitri K.
Oh.
His show is hot. He does like jazz. He has this different type of jazz artist. It's like fabulous. And he comes out of Orlando with his show, and he comes on Fridays at 5 p.m. And,
okay.
Then at noon we have Mauricio, he also does jazz, some smooth jazz, some other type contemporary type jazz. His show is out of Italy. Yeah, so we have a few people, that bring that show. Then we got Brother T that comes on Saturday. He comes on a couple times a month. He does live. He goes live. He's from Atlanta, Georgia. His show is live from Atlanta, Georgia. And he does old school. He calls it Old School Saturday Night, 7 to 9 p.m. And he plays all these old school songs and stuff and he's live from Atlanta.
So live from Atlanta, that's where he's based out of.
That's where he is. And then Sundays we have Pastor Rudy Oduro Cowarton from Chicago at 11 o'clock, and he does a sermon at 11 o'clock. And his sermon is not what we call a fire and brimstone type preaching. It's actually teaching. And you're actually learning something in the scripture. And then at 6 o'clock is Lady Leah with her show called God's Pill. She does. She's a vocalist. She was signed with Bishop Norman Hutchinson. She has recordings out. She's an actress. She's won several awards, music awards. And she comes out of Chicago. She's live at 6 o'clock on the radio side.
Oh, okay. And what's her name again?
Lady Leah.
Lady Leah. Okay.
Yeah, you can find her on YouTube. She's on YouTube, but so all her music is up there. So y'all got
some pretty good hosts. Okay.
We got some good shows going. And then of course on the TV side, on Sunday evenings at Mr. Williams has started his show on Saturdays. We've been doing it at 2:00 called What's Up in the D. So he talks about Detroit, what's going on in Detroit, what happened in Detroit back in the day, how a lot of black people got here.
Oh wow, back in the day.
He brings up that history.
So you talking about like back in the day, back in the day.
He said his grandparents came up not long after the turn of the century in early 1900s, and then his father and mother met, I guess in the late 20s or 30s, maybe 40s, and then he came about, but he talks about Black Bottom, Paradise Valley, talks about all that what now happened down there.
Oh, wow.
The big migration and after 1929, after the Depression.
It's a lot of history.
He talks about a lot of his Detroit history and talks about what's happening in Detroit politically, as well as our community was. So yeah.
And so it's a lot of history. It's a lot of history. And yeah, so politics, because I'm sure he talks about politics and stuff.
He does, he talks a lot about politics. He was a Wayne County commissioner. Now he's a Wayne County sheriff. So we the footprints are here in Detroit for real. Especially at Courageous, we're here. And then what we do for the city of Detroit with the youth. With the Courageous Games at Wayne State University, there's like over 100 schools that show up.
That's coming up, right?
No, it's already happening.
That's
July.
Okay. That was in July. Okay.
So what's coming up now is at Galloway Park in Pontiac on the 20th of this month will be Soul Fest for Oakland County Soul Fest. So we'll be hosting that on the 20th of this month at Galloway Park.
That's why y'all got So y'all only not only that, y'all only got events as well. So people can come out to the events and stuff and everything. And the one that you guys have every summer.
At Northwestern High School
with the Soul Day. Yes, Soul Day and stuff.
That's with the Northwestern high school alumni.
How many years did y'all do that Soul Day?
That started in 1967 with Pee Wee Harris, I believe his name was. He started that festival, and although he was a Cass Tech graduate, he started it because there were so many students from Northwestern High School that were Motown artists. And Motown is across the street from Northwestern High School.
Okay.
Yeah, so he started Soul Day in 67, and Mr. Williams took it over about 4 or 5 years ago. Just before Mr. Harris passed away.
I had no idea. That was way before.
That's history.
That is history. That was way before my time.
Yeah.
That was way before that. Yeah. But no, I think what's so good about y'all station is that y'all keep it going. Y'all keep this station on, keep it going and stuff.
Yeah, we're really working at it. What I'm working on now is filling up Saturday. So I'm looking for on-air personalities that got some shows that want to come on Saturdays. And,
that'll be great.
I want to do some R&B soul shows. I mean, we got jazz, so I want to get some R&B soul, Motown, Southern soul. I want to have those type of shows come on Saturdays that cover from Saturday midnight to midnight. It'd be great to have one of them Quiet Storm shows again. You know how we used to have.
Oh, you remember
those?
Oh yeah. You remember those?
Yeah, for sure.
The Quiet Storm. Because I remember back in the day they used to do that on the radio. The Quiet Storm.
Yeah.
So you're trying to bring that back?
If I can bring something, that would be awesome.
That would be amazing.
And the best part about it is you don't really have to be in the studio to do it. If you got the right equipment, we'll connect you up with Juan to make sure you got the right equipment. You can do it from home. Just so that you don't have to travel here. We're talking about Quiet Storm. Quiet Storm came on 11, 12 o'clock at night, and it ran till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what we want. We want to bring that vibe back.
So you want to bring it back? Yeah.
Yeah, well, people, because like last night I just cut the TV off and just played the station last night and just had the music playing.
Yeah.
So I remember doing that when I was a teenager. You wait, you play the music, waiting with the radio station, waiting for your favorite song to come on, and you sitting there with your recorder. Trying to catch the song. Hopefully the DJ wouldn't be talking, but you know.
Yeah.
That's how we used to record our songs,
That's how y'all
build
used
up
to
your
do it.
mixtapes. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So we're looking to do that again. And then Sundays.
That'll be so great if you do
would
that.
be if I can bring that back. And then
yes.
Sundays, I would love to have on air personality that does quartet music. So my shirt says Dripping Quartet.
Okay.
If I can get
okay.
a DJ that come on Sundays and just blast out some good old quartet music on a Sunday afternoon would be awesome.
What's quartet music for people who may not know?
Well, quartet actually kind of started pretty much in the South, and you have quartets is usually 4 to 5 members in a group, plus they have a band. They always have a band. You got a guitar player. Got to have a guitar player in the group, and you got 4 or 5 guys, and they always have on suits. They match in the group, and they're almost like Temptations, kind of almost the look.
Okay.
And because they don't really have steps. But they have the
moves,
gospel music,
the moves
movement,
and stuff.
doing the gospel
Mm-hmm.
stuff, but praise movement, and they all could sing. They sing in harmony. You heard of the Mighty Clouds of Joy?
I heard of them.
Okay,
yeah,
that's a quartet group.
Okay,
That's a quartet group.
yeah.
So and Detroit, I don't know if Detroit is a part of the Bible Belt. But you usually hear a lot of the gospel music, mostly in the South, like Virginia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Florida. That's usually where you hear a lot.
So it's down south.
You hear a
where
lot
you get
more,
to hear that.
A lot more will be down south, DC, and believe it or not, Vegas. It's a part of the Bible Belt. Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I did not know that.
It's a part of the Bible Belt. And it just kind of breaks up, Texas and all, but to get, quartet music is pretty much dying. People aren't following it as much, because people are falling out. They're falling out of the tradition of church as usual. But quartet music is still alive, and to have that, and talking about some really, really good singing choirs. We talked about choirs earlier today on Faulkner Faith and Friends show today about bringing the choirs back. They used to have choirs. So those type of I don't know, but things just change, and then with us going through a pandemic, that 4 years kind of wiped out quite a bit of stuff. It changed a lot.
Yeah, COVID changed a lot.
Yeah, it changed a lot.
COVID did change a lot.
Yeah, so that's what I'm looking at, is trying to revive some things that people really enjoy, and to introduce people to those things that they have never experienced before.
I think that's amazing. And you said you go start this on Sundays.
I would like to have it on Sundays.
Okay.
If I can do it Sunday, maybe Sunday afternoon. Like about the time church lets out. Like
when everybody gets out of church.
Yeah, maybe about like 2 to 5 or something like that. And just have it just really just hot.
That'll be amazing.
Yeah.
That
And
would be
this
amazing.
also opens us up for advertisements. We're open for advertisements. So open it up for advertising the station, advertising your events, your church, whatever's going on.
Your business.
Yeah, your business as well, all of that. So we are open for advertisements. We're doing a few right now. Okay. We got the treasurer advertising with us. We got the board of elections advertising with us. So we got some pretty heavy hitter. Wayne State is advertising. So we want to bring on like the local mom and pops shops to get people out, get people to know that those things are still viable. In your communities, you can get to go and walk around the corner to the store. So you ain't got to drive all the way to Walmart.
That's right. That's right, man.
But we know we're not shopping at Target anymore. But
yeah.
But yeah. But so.
So I think that would be great. That if you can do that, yeah, I'm sure people will think. I'm sure people would just love to come on and have their own shows as well, pretty much, and so because we don't because it's unfortunate we don't have a talk radio station here in Detroit, and yeah, and I think I don't know. I'm just asking, but do you think and I'm just asking, but do you think maybe you can have like some of the hosts that was because 910 for example, right? 910 if anybody I'm sure everybody remembers 910. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just asking, but maybe you can get some of the hosts from 910 to maybe come on Courageous to have a show here on Courageous. So what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, that's great. There have been a few people from 910 have contacted us. About coming over, but no one has showed up yet. So
you have people that you have had people that reached out.
Yeah, they have. Okay. Yeah, I know some of the people that were on that station. They have reached out. So all of it's timing when they're ready. Because like when you came, so tell us how you got started into this. Right?
Well, no, I just obviously, the talk shows and everything like that. But I just felt like it was something I wanted to do. Pretty much, I seen I seen like radio shows, talk shows, and everything, and have people in there and stuff, and as I've been saying a lot, that I've been doing this, I wanted to do this since I was a kid and stuff, and wanted to have my own show, my own radio show and everything. So I just said, you know what, I'm just go obviously do what I had to do and stuff, and obviously we were just talking off air about me having a practice pretend show where everybody would just call in and stuff at the house and everything, and I had to literally tell them it's not a real show, it's not a real show, it's a practice show, a fake. Well, I didn't say fake show. I did not say fake show. Okay, I did not say that, y'all. But no. I just wanted to be like everybody else. Just have my own platform where I can have guests come on and talk about their businesses pretty much, and it just took off. It just took off in there, and I just want to say This show, because I've been doing this show for like 2 years now, and first and foremost, I am just shocked. I was shocked to see how many people was listening, because I never would have thought people is actually listening to me and stuff, listening to me bringing these people on to talk about, their businesses and everything. I was shocked, y'all. Okay, I was so shocked. And I still, as I'm sitting here right now, I still am shocked. To be honest with you, I'm still shocked as I'm sitting here right now. But I have to say, being here on Courageous has been an experience for me. And like I said, if it wasn't for Wendy, I'll probably still be at home doing my fake show. Okay, I'll probably still be at home doing it. But no, it's been a good ride, man. It's been a good ride, and some of the guests guests, and Wendy loves all the guests that I bring on the show.
Yeah.
She loves the guests, all the guests I bring on the show. And I remember when I first started doing the show, I had on this cleaning lady. Her name was Keisha, and that was my very first guest. That was my very first guest and everything. And from there it just took off. It just took off. And from her to the lemonade lady, Tafina and stuff. I know that's another one of your guests. Which by the way, she I did reach out to her. She is coming on the show this month. So yeah, things like that. Yeah. But yeah, so her and and my bestie who I had on the show, Janae Porter. Oh, that is another one of my. Yes. Wendy loves her some Janae, boy. Wendy loves her some Janae. Oh, yeah. She loves her some Janae, man. So Janae and from everybody I brought on the show, but I feel like the number one guest that shocked me had to be Anthony White. Oh. Anthony White. Yeah. I showed people at my job. People at my job couldn't believe it. Like, I showed the picture. Like, is that Anthony White? That's not Anthony White. Yeah. I showed the picture to everyone at my job and stuff. They couldn't even believe it. Yeah. They could not believe it. Like, I know you did not just have Anthony White on your show. Do you know he's a big celebrity and all that stuff? Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah.
Yes, he is. He was.
Yeah, man.
And he just loved the studio, everything. He was really impressed with everything.
Yeah, he was impressed and stuff. And he said he's coming back on the show around the holidays and stuff. And he's going to bring some of his choir members back on the show as well. So yeah, man.
That's going to be awesome.
That is going to be amazing, man. So y'all
it's going to be a great holiday. Yeah. You know, that's going to be awesome, you know, to have those young people come and bless us with some great songs and music, you know, just the work that he does with all these young people in Detroit area, because they're all in school.
Yeah, they are.
Everybody's in school. They're in high school, middle school, and elementary, right? They got some elementary.
Yeah.
You know, but he's doing some awesome work with those kids.
And he was on America's Got Talent, AGT. Yep. AGT. Yep. Y'all know from America's Got Talent, he just took off. Yeah. He just took off. So yeah, we definitely go have him back on the holidays and stuff.
Yeah. So you know what, I'm friends with one of the singers in the NFL choir, and his Mr. White's choir sang with them last year during the draft. The draft. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do this for Robert, is I'm gonna talk to Steve and see if we can't get some of the guys that they all can't come in the station, but maybe we can get them to come in, do a live with us, and that Robert can probably interview. Steve himself is a character by himself, but he
is he? Oh,
he's a character.
Okay, okay.
You know, he has a lot of ventures that he does and has done. You know, and him and his wife. He's been married to his wife for about 30-something years now, I think. Close.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because when I met him, his kids was in elementary school. They're all got master's degrees and stuff. You know, so yeah. So I've been knowing him for a long time. I used to work for him in San Diego. He has an organization called Pro Players Inc. And I was working for him when he developed that program. And then he was the president of the NFL Retired Players Chapter for San Diego. So I got to meet a lot of retired players and stuff with him.
Okay.
So I definitely gonna try to get that scheduled.
Oh yeah, see, you could reach out to him. That would be amazing. Yeah. That would be so amazing.
We can't get that set up, you know, because well, we just started the football season, but it's only going to be a few months, and then we'll be back into Super Bowl, and they always perform at
during the Super Bowl,
the Super Bowl pre-shows.
Oh,
They have
okay.
the celebration. Used to be called the Celebration of Gospel. I think they changed the name, but they always.
I don't know. I wanted to. Was you here? Was you here when they had the Super Bowl here in Detroit back in 2006?
I wasn't living here, but I was here.
Okay. Because I wanted to ask you about that. Yeah, but yeah, that would be great if you can do that, boy. That would be amazing. I feel like this. I feel like the holidays here on this show is gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so amazing. So yeah, you keep me up to date, cause I would love to have them come on. And what you say his name was Steve?
Steve Pierce.
Steve Pierce, and he's go okay.
He used to play for the Cleveland Browns. Yeah.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be so amazing. Yeah. So y'all stay tuned. That's all I gotta say. Y'all stay tuned because the holidays on Sunday Night Vibes.
I'm gonna tell you the biggest thing that I like.
Okay.
He introduced me to Cam Newton. I loved him as a football player because I'm a big Panthers fan. I love the Panthers because they're Panthers. But
they lost today, but yeah.
Yeah, but I love the Panthers. But he introduced me to Cam Newton, and I was like,
he introduced you to Cam Newton?
Yes, he did.
How?
Yes,
I would love to know the reaction of your face when you seen.
I was like, when he says, Wendy, I need you to talk to Cam. I said, Cam. Mm-hmm. He said, yeah, I need you to talk to him. I like, you mean Cam Newton? He says, yeah, who are you talking about? I like, he like, that's nothing for him. I like, you mean Cam Newton?
That is amazing, man. That is so amazing.
He was very, very nice, very nice person, very humble speaking, very monotone. He wasn't high strung, hyper, rude, nothing.
Right, rude and stuff.
Yeah. It was pretty cool.
That is amazing. Do you think you can taunt him into coming on here?
I don't know about Cam. We have to ask. I met Jerome Bettis too. I got to meet him. Yeah.
Oh my God, Wendy be meeting all the celebrities, people. Y'all be you
for real.
Wendy be meeting all the celebrities, man, all the celebrities and stuff. Cause I think you say some gospel artists as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. See, you gotta have them come on the show and stuff.
Oh,
you gotta talk to them and reach out to them and see if they'll come on.
Yeah, it's getting close to time. Where we're finally getting. We're almost at the level where we can really have people come in.
Yeah,
because it is a real studio. This room itself has changed faces so many times. It's changed since you've been here.
Yeah.
A few times. So.
And you still working on it.
I am. I still got some stuff I want to do in here, and some more lighting.
So it's not all the way finished.
It's not. No, it's gonna change again. I'm sure. Just a few things, some aesthetic stuff.
Some switching around and stuff.
Yeah, it'll probably stay. Maybe end up changing the furniture. But
Little stuff. Okay.
yeah, but maybe changing the furniture
Didn't you
a little bit and.
Didn't you say something about bringing a couch in here?
We were talking about putting in sofas in here. But yeah, so we'll see.
So it's gonna be comfy and cozy.
Yeah.
It's gonna be comfy cozy, boy.
Yeah. Well, we installed the heater over there, so it should be a lot warmer now in the building. And yeah, because last year we had that pipe break after we fixed the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, after we put the carpet in and fixed the wall.
And we had to do the show in the radio section over there.
Side, yeah. So you got to get your sister back here. Maybe she can do a little cooking display here one day. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
The food was Oh my
yeah,
God.
about that salmon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, her food
Did you
was
get some?
awesome.
Did you get some of that?
Yeah, her food
How was it?
awesome. It was good.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to let her know. I'm gonna have to let her know and stuff because y'all now y'all know another thing about me. You know, I always talk about my sister a lot.
Yeah.
That is another thing. You know, and yes, but I can't help it. I can't help it. I love my sister so much, so I can't help that. But yeah, we go try to bring her back on. We go try to bring her back on. You know, because she's a chef and everything, and she calls herself Chef Keisha and stuff. So, but and people actually been reaching out to me asking me to bring her back on the show. So yeah, we go work on that. We go work on that and everything. But Wendy, is there anything else? Because I feel like you said enough already. You said a lot already. So, is there anything else as we close? Anything you want to say to Courageous? Anything you want to say to the people at the station and stuff?
I do. I want to thank Mr. Williams, you know, for having the vision.
Shout out to Keith Williams.
Yeah.
Shout out to
for
Keith
real.
Williams.
To create
Yes.
have this whole vision.
Yes.
And have faith in me to allow me to just pretty much do what I like doing. And then, you know, for people like you, Robert, that have come in and trusted me with your dreams and your gifts. You know, we have Pastor Andre that came in. He's coming up on a year celebration in November, I think.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
You know, definitely want to give big shout outs to Alexander Morris. He was ex lead singer for the Four Tops. He's the one that he bought people with him when he came over last year, and we started a show with him. Although he's moved on since then, but a couple people have stayed around.
On Courageous?
Yes.
Okay.
Andre was one of them. You know, met some great people through him at that time. You know, and hope everything's well with him and his wife. His wife is battling lupus. I mean, not lupus, but sickle cell.
Oh wow. Okay.
And
okay.
So, you know, with Pastor Faulkner is on, his show is becoming really hot. He's going up for a stellar next year in 2026.
Oh wow! Can we give a round of applause for that? Yes.
So he's going up for a stellar for next year. And
Okay.
he has a new. He started out with Miss Toya, and her daughter came down with some type of illness, so she had to leave the show.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
so definitely prayers out for her and her family.
Absolutely.
And he brought on a new co-host, True Mahogany.
Okay.
True Mahogany. You know, so she's working out pretty good. She's trying to learn the boards and everything. So
Trying to learn
but
the
she
text,
is a graduate of Specs Howard. So she's got the knowledge. You know, she got more knowledge than I do probably on this.
What's her name
she's
again?
educated. She goes by the name of True Mahogany.
Okay, True Mahogany. Shout out to True Mahogany. I see you. Okay.
So
all right.
she's you know, stepping up and
Come on,
doing
True.
some stuff here at Courageous, you know, and definitely Miss Carla Fox, I'm going to thank you for believing and trusting me. Actually, she trained me in radio in San Diego, from San Diego. So she actually trained me in this stuff.
Oh, in San Diego.
When
Wow.
we was in San Diego
Okay.
together. So, but she came on and is trusting, you know, following me now on this. And, you know, for everybody else, DJ FX, we love you. Going to miss you. Lady Leah, Pastor Rudy, Miss Johnny Walker, everybody that has come, Juan, you know, and Juan and I working together, we're like masterminds around here. Sometimes, you know, like, wait a minute, let's try that. Put that right there, you know. So,
Oh wow.
Keith, we need to order this, you know, kind of stuff. So it's working. It's working. You know, everything takes time, and one thing, you got to have patience. Just take time.
There you go. There you go.
Have patience. Don't be afraid to try it.
There you go.
And see what works. But I had a boss that said, "Just throw it against the wall, see what sticks." You know, it works. It works. You know, so that's what we'll go with. But I definitely want to give big ups to my Lord and Savior. If it hadn't been for him, I would not be here. He saved me 13 years ago from cancer. So I'm
yes,
here.
give it up. And next month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month as well.
It
so
is.
and
and
y'all.
then next month it will be 13 years for me.
13. Yeah, give her a round of applause, man. 13 years.
October.
Wow.
13 years ago, October.
13 years in October, and you still living and surviving. I love that. I love that,
Hey,
man.
Gwen.
I love that. Wendy, I just love you, man. I just love you and everything. And for you to be doing what you're doing here at Courageous is absolutely amazing and stuff. And I just want to give you your flowers, okay?
Thank you.
I just want to give you your flowers because, like I said, if it haven't been for you, then I don't know. I don't know. But y'all, 13 years. First of all, 13 years for breast cancer and stuff like that. That's got to be awesome. And here you is doing, walking and talking and breathing and everything. I love that. I love that. I love that. And so next month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So definitely shout out to Wendy. Shout out to Wendy for being here on Courageous Detroit. Shout out to her being my guest. And I just love you, Wendy, and stuff. And thank you for everything. Thank you so much for everything.
It's great when I can help a young person
and there might be
fulfill their dreams.
and there might be even more young people out there that might do that
for
as well.
sure.
So
and that's one thing that we definitely want to do is bring on some youth. We got a few people in college that have been hitting us up about internships. So I'm looking forward to connecting with them this week and see what it is they want to do and how we can get it scheduled.
Okay.
To come in and do some stuff here. Who knows? They might be another DJ on air. We never know. What can happen? But it's been great. It's been a great run. I love your mom.
Shout out to my mom. Shout out today.
Yep. Love your mom for she was hanging in there, sticking in there with you. She's here every week with you.
Yeah.
And one of your biggest supporters, your biggest advocate. She's your marketeer.
Right. And you'll be, and I know you'll be going out of town on the first week of October,
right?
And tell everybody where you're going.
I'm going to Oklahoma. My goddaughter is getting married.
Okay.
So I am the mother of the bride. Has her mom passed away a few years ago. And so I'm the mother of the bride.
Okay. Well, safe trip.
Yeah, it's gonna be
fun.
I got a few weeks yet before I have to go. But definitely, if I can, before we go, would love if I can, if it's okay with Robert, I would love to be able to dedicate this show and the show prior to the Taylor family. Spencer Taylor Jr. passed away this week from the Highway QCs. He was 97. Wow. He's been singing 70 plus years. So definitely want to give big ups and love to Lynn and everybody there in that family. You always got my love. You always got my love, my heart. So whatever it is that I can do for you guys, let me know if it's something I can do for you all. He's gone, never missed. Always love.
Our condolences and stuff. So I love this. Y'all give it up one more time for Miss Wendy. I'm just so happy for this woman right here. Continue much success and everything. And thank you for being my guest. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It was good.
Absolutely. And Absolutely. So y'all, next week we gonna do it all over again right here on Sunday Night Vibes. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did and stuff. And did you want to give out the number for people who may want to participate?
If you want, you can hit us up on the email at courageousdetroitradio@gmail.com. Or you can call me at 405-693-6059. We also have a website. You can go on there if you want to enter information. It's www.courageousdetroitradiostation.com. Go on there. You can put in your information. I check everything all the time, so I will definitely get back to you. If you're interested in becoming an intern, or if you're interested in becoming an on-air personality, let us know. We got the TV side, which is this side here, and then we have the radio side. So whatever your passion is, if you want to do both, if you think you can do both, that's awesome. Just let us know. Also, one thing that we are looking for is someone that can run our T-shirt making equipment. We have equipment here that we are looking for someone to partner with us to operate the equipment and make T-shirts here at this facility. Just call me up. Let's talk about it. We got a really great deal for you if you're interested in doing it. If you have the skills and the knowledge. Oh wow! So T-shirts, y'all making T-shirts. We want to make T-shirts. Yeah, we have equipment here to make T-shirts. We got the press, we got the silk screen, we got vinyl cut, we got embroidery machines. So definitely. We have the equipment here. Wonderful. We need someone that knows how to operate it, that is business minded, and really want to come in and collaborate with us, partner with us here at Courageous. I love this. Y'all get in contact with Wendy. She will give you more information on that. Yes. Y'all, I love you all. We will do it again next week on Sunday Night Vibes with your boy Robert Flood. And again, thank you to my guest, Miss Wendy, and thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. And if you like what you saw with Miss Wendy, you can like, subscribe, and share the show. Yes. Like, subscribe, and share the show. That's it. Like, subscribe, and share the show. Do that. It'll make me so happy. Your boy so happy and stuff. But y'all enjoy y'all night. Y'all enjoy y'all week, and God bless. And the Lord we'll do it again next week. We'll do it again next week. Have a good night. Bye.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it. We specialize in helping the self-employed and people just like you that need affordable health insurance to get it. We have short and long-term health insurance plans, and some even cover dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Don't take a risk with your family's health insurance. It's not worth it. If you're self-employed or now need affordable health insurance, call right now and learn for free how to get it. Listen, affordable health insurance plans for everyone just like you are a free phone call away. So give us a shout right now.
Call 855-993-2087. That's 855-993-2087. 855-993-2087.
Clean up on aisle 5. Sounds like my life right now. Just one big mess.
What's going on?
It's my property taxes.
What?
I am behind, and I am so worried that I'm going to lose my house. I can pay some of it, but I can't pay it all at once.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm Eric Sabri, the Wayne County Treasurer. The last thing I want is for anyone to lose their property to tax foreclosure. We have assistance programs to help. Visit us at treasurer.waynecounty.com, and we'll help you keep your home. We're here to help.